Hi everybody, I wanted to shoot a video today looking at 6 ways we can tell if our partner has an issue with pornography. Now, sometimes you know maybe that your partner has a problem, but you're not sure exactly how bad it is or exactly how much it's impacting you in the relationship. Maybe you found something and you're worried that there's a bigger problem that they're not telling you about. Maybe you just know there's a problem and you're not sure what it is exactly, but you feel like this might have something to do with it. So there are kind of 6 ways that this shows up in relationships. The first way is your sex life is suffering. This means that your partner is not as connected as they were, they're not as interested as they were, maybe they no longer initiate sex. For men, this shows up as erectile dysfunction or not performing like they used to. Now this really impacts the partner because they start questioning, what's wrong with me? Is there something about me that they're not attracted to anymore? What can I do? What can I fix? It really starts the partner questioning what's wrong with me and what did I do to cause this. So the second thing that we can look at that kind of shows up if your partner really has an issue with pornography is their tastes have changed. So you may notice a drastic difference in something that they like or something that they want to try. They're often more aggressive in bed, or they want different things from you, and maybe you're just not comfortable with this stuff, or maybe they just really won't tell you kind of what's going on. So that's the second sign that maybe something is going on and maybe they do have a bigger issue with pornography. The third sign your partner likely has a problem with pornography is they are more withdrawn and detached. Now this definitely shows up in your sex life, but it's kind of an overall feeling as well. You feel like that spark is no longer lit and you're not as connected as you guys once were. Now, this is a really hard thing to describe for partners because you can't exactly put your finger on or describe when someone is being detached. So you may try to bring it up to them and they just kind of fire back or say, kind of turn it on you and say you're being needy or emotional, and that just leaves you feeling more crazy and you really have nothing to kind of prove to them, hey, this is what you're doing exactly and this is what I need fixed. So it really can be crazy making and really difficult to describe. So if you feel like your partner is a lot more detached and they're just withdrawing in every way, then that may be a sign that there's a bigger issue with porn here. Now the fourth sign that they may have a bigger issue with pornography is they're more critical of you. Primarily men who watch a lot of pornography are way more critical and objectify women a lot more and a lot more harshly than men who don't watch porn. So if you feel like there's maybe even a shift in how your partner is treating you, maybe they're more negative about your body, maybe they're more critical about your body, maybe they're pointing things out that they didn't before, that could be a sign that they're kind of getting impacted by all those messages in the porn that they're watching. So the fifth sign that your partner may have a bigger issue with porn is that they're spending a lot of time online. This may be at odd times, maybe they stay up late at night, maybe they are online in the middle of the night or randomly during the day, and you're just finding that it's a lot more time than it used to be. This alone feels like a betrayal because it feels like they're choosing the computer over you. The other piece of this is they're not sitting next to you and looking at whatever they're looking at or playing their video games. They're isolating. So they're doing it in the basement. They're doing it in the back room. They're not kind of having you a part of it at all. They're hiding that part from you. And that goes into the last kind of thing that we really notice with partners who have a problem with porn is they are way more secretive. So maybe they're putting codes on things that they didn't have before. Maybe they hurry and shut the computer off or shut the TV off or change the channel when you walk into a room. They're much more secretive than they were before. And with that, they often get way more defensive. So if you try to say something or if you bring something up, they get way more defensive way more quickly than they have in the past. So all of these things really can be awful for a partner to have to deal with and to try to help someone through, especially if they're not letting you in at all, if they're being really defensive, they're not letting you in to kind of help them. So if any of these are there, it's likely points to some sort of problem in your relationship. But if a lot of these are there, then it could be that your partner has a bigger issue with porn. For some people, this is really surprising to figure out. I mean, they end up shocked because they never thought that their partner could have an issue like this, and they never imagined the ways that it would be impacting them in their relationships. And it's really, I mean, it's heartbreaking. It can destroy you when you find something like this out. So if you have any questions about this, please feel free to comment or message us, and we'll be happy to kind of answer any questions about this. I'm going to shoot a video after this that will kind of look at ways that you can, what you can do. What can I do when I find out that my partner has this problem? What if they won't own up to it? What if they do own up to it, but we still are having trouble? So I'm going to shoot my next video on what we can do if we figure out our partner has an issue with pornography. But in the meantime, please reach out to us. I'm more than happy to help and answer any questions that you have.